Hi guys! So I have done a clearing out of all of my makeup, and I mean a harsh clearing out. I'm not sure how many videos this will actually end up being. The makeup that I'm decluttering isn't necessarily bad. If it's bad, I'll tell you in the video, but it's not necessarily bad. I just find that I had a ton of makeup and I don't need that much makeup for one little face of mine. I do have a daughter and 3 sisters and 3 nieces and sister-in-laws, and so all of this makeup will be put to good use. I buy a lot of makeup and I don't ever want to just be hoarding makeup just because. So I have really minimized mine. I have been super picky on, do I absolutely love it? Do I reach for it? And so I'm only keeping like what I absolutely love. Everything else could be a great product. I'm just not keeping it because I have something else that I reach for more. So this is gonna just kind of be the preface of all clearing out makeup. I hope you guys enjoy declutters because I really love declutters. Like those are one of my favorite ones, are declutters. So I hope you guys like it and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, so this is all my bronzers. I don't have a ton of bronzers only because I don't know why I don't have a ton of bronzers. I feel like whenever I go makeup shopping, I generally shop for eyeshadow palettes, blush or highlight, not so much bronzers. But I already know I am keeping the True Match Bronze It Lumi just because this is like a cooler tone and I love it. The other one I know I'm going to keep is this one, this L'Oreal. But this one has a really red base that actually goes quite well in the summer if you've gotten a little bit of sun, like if you're a little bit of sunburned. I already know I'm going to keep my NARS Laguna bronzer. I've actually hit pan on this one. This one is one of my favorite bronzers ever. Same with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. The smell is so amazing. Not only that though, it's a perfect bronzer for people with pale skin. So this one I don't ever use, but it was one of the first bronzers I ever bought, so I might keep it just for like nostalgic purposes. I don't even know what brand this is. Palladio, they sell it at Sally's. So I'm going to keep this just for nostalgic purposes. Okay, so next we have the Milani Baked Bronzer in number 4 Glow, and I am going to be passing this one along mainly because it's just really orange for my skin and it just kind of looks ridiculous on me. It would look good on someone that is more warm tone than I am. Oh, and it even still has the brush in it, but I will be passing that along. Next is this Physicians Formula Matchmaker. This one I believe is matte with slight glitter in it, and again this one is like a little bit too warm tone for my skin, and so I'm going to be passing this one along. So that one will be passed along. Of course I'm going to keep my Hoola, but this one is warm tone, but it's a really nice one. I'm going to keep it. I also have the mini of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, which I will be keeping because that's a matte bronzer and I love it. Alright, next is the Bahama Mama bronzer. This one I used for a long time. Look at that, because this one is also neutral to cool skin tone right there. You can kind of see it's more brown next to these really orange ones. So that's why I keep this. I will be keeping that one. All right, this Wet n Wild pressed powder in the color Warm Beige. In the winter when I am super pale, this is a perfect bronzer. Right now it's almost like a powder. But in the winter when I'm pale, it's a really light, really nice bronzer. Sometimes it's nice to use powders as bronzers, just going a couple shades down. So I will be keeping that. Next is one of my all-time favorite, the e.l.f. Contour palette. I don't think I've ever used these 2 shades right here, but I will use that because it is a little more gray based for a contour, and I'll mix it with that if I want it to be a little warmer. I really like that. Okay, next is the Wet n Wild Cushion. It is a nice brown instead of orange, but I haven't reached for it, and so I think I'm just going to pass it on. I do have something else that I do use if I am using a cream bronzer, but I'm going to pass that along. This one is the Physicians Formula Photo Focus Boost, and I've been trying to use this one, but again, I just think it's a tad too warm tone for me. You can kind of see it's a little orange. So I am going to be passing that one along too. And then as far as this one, this is a Found Radiant, oh, this is Illuminating Drops, but it's kind of a bronzer, and I use it just in the summertime to like warm bronzify my skin, if you will. So I like that. I'm going to keep that. Alright, so I'm only keeping those, and I'm getting rid of 4. So that's, I mean, it's not a ton, but again, I didn't have a ton of bronzers, so I will be giving those away. Next, we are going to do highlighters. This one's going to be hard. Here is all my highlighters, and I already know that this one is going to be a little tougher only because, I mean, highlighters. Who doesn't love highlighters? So let's get started. I'm gonna start with the ones that I'm for sure keeping, absolutely not giving away, and I'm just gonna work myself this way. The Smashbox and Casey Holmes highlighting palette is amazing. I've really loved this. This one is not my favorite only because it does have glitter in it, but these two are just amazing. I will never get rid of that. I love that. Alongside that is the this was the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean collaboration, and honestly, the blush and highlighter palettes is one of my favorite palettes I have ever gotten, I ever use. I will use this and this and this as eyeshadow. Like I could just use this for the rest of my life and be fine. That's how much I really love this palette. So never give it up, even though it's limited edition. I don't care. It's mine forever. Okay. The next two I won't be getting rid of are, of course, the two Becca highlighters I have. This one is Opal and this one is Champagne Pop. You know Becca just has the most amazing highlighters, so I am going to keep those. Oh, next is probably my Hourglass. I love this one. This one is in the color Iridescent Strobe Light. It's almost got like a pinky white to it, but it's one of those highlighters that's so subtle that you could use it all over your face, but I mean, it's so subtle, it's so pretty, and it's just got an iridescence to it that you can't even see it on my skin. That just makes it gorgeous. I love this highlighter. I won't be getting rid of that. I know for sure that I will be getting rid of this one. This one's the Makeup Revolution highlighter. This one, if I just used these top ones, would work, but that just seems a pain in the butt. So when I use all of them, it's just a tad too dark for my skin on my cheeks. It'd be a beautiful eyeshadow palette, but I'm not going to keep it for that, so I am going to give that away. Okay, next is... Okay, the next one I'm going to get rid of is this LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in the color Watt. It's a good highlighter. I really like it. I just don't reach for it because of all the other highlighters that I use, so it is a good highlighter, but I am going to get rid of that. The next one I'm going to keep is the one I just barely bought, and it's this Anastasia Amorisi highlighter. It's a gorgeous highlight. I still can't decide. This will just be a summer highlight for me because it has definitely more of a gold tint, but it's so gorgeous. I will be keeping that one. Let's do, oh, this is so hard. Okay, I'm only going to be keeping one of the Wet n Wild highlighting powders. This one is in Precious Petals, and this one is their Holy Gold Hand. This one is a limited edition. They're both very similar. This one's got more of a peach tone, and I really like this. This one's kind of an intense highlight. You gotta be really careful with it, but I don't have a lot of intense ones, so I'm gonna keep that one. This one does not swatch well, and I think I showed this in a video. It doesn't swatch well, kind of looks like nothing on the hand, but when you use it with a brush, it has that wet look to it that's beautiful. But I am trying to, you know, only keep my absolute favorites, so I'm going to be getting rid of that. Okay, so this one is MAC's Soft and Gentle. It is literally on its last leg, but because MAC is so expensive, I want to use every single drop and then I will back to MAC it, but that is Soft and Gentle, so I'm going to keep that just because it's almost gone. Okay, so this one is a pink highlight from Wet n Wild. I will be getting rid of this one. I'll probably give it to my daughter. Sometimes I like to keep this kind of stuff for like Halloween, like if she's a princess or a fairy, then this really intense pink highlight would work. So sometimes I keep this. I'll probably give it to her. She has a whole makeup box that she puts, you know, play makeup in, so I might give it to her, or I might just set it aside for like Halloween makeup. I'm not sure, but it won't be staying in my collection either way. It's getting harder and harder and harder. We're gonna set these ones aside. Okay, so this Milani Contour and Highlight Stick, I absolutely love it. It has the contour, and this is why I'm getting rid of the Wet n Wild one, because I do have a cream contour that I like more than that, and then it's got the highlight on that side, and I absolutely love this. I won't be getting rid of that. Okay, next. Honestly, I've had this little guy for so long. I think it's even like a sample, the What's Up Benefit highlighter. I'm gonna keep it only because I do enjoy it. Like you can tell I've used a lot of it, so I'll continue to use it till it's gone. I will keep that. Okay, also keeping this, the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, one of my favorite highlighters from the drugstore, like all-time favorite. This is in Be My Highlight. Such a gorgeous champagne, so pretty. So keeping that. Now, oh, also this one, I mean, you'll see this in the favorites. I have been wearing this one nonstop. The Hard Candy, I think they're Fox in a Box. This one's in Glamour Girl, and they are scented, and this one is Pina Colada, so it smells amazing, and it's the most amazing highlight. You know, when I wear this highlight, I actually get people asking me what I'm wearing, or I get compliments on it. This is an amazing highlight. I love this. Okay, next is this Makeup Forever. This one is gonna be a hard one for me because in the pan it's literally gorgeous, but I just can't get it to work very well. The reason why I don't love this one is because it does have a strong pink iridescent to it, and I'm not the biggest fan of a pink iridescent. I have a couple, but this one is probably my least favorite, so I am going to be passing this along, even though it was so expensive, a Makeup Forever highlighter, but I think I'm going to be passing that along. Alright, next is the other hard candy. I just barely got this one. This one is Girl Boss. It is also the Fox in the Box. I'm going to be keeping this only because I just got it. I'm not sure if I love it or don't like it yet, but I will be using it. This is all that's left. Okay, so let's go with this hard candy one. I'm going to be getting rid of that. The next one is this Bare Minerals. This is actually to set with, so I'm not sure why it's in my highlighter collection. I will be putting that in a different part. All right, these three, or no, let's do this one last. This one I'm torn because everybody loves this one so much. So much, but it is so dark on me. I'm gonna try and use this a couple times. I'm gonna put it in my use pile, and if I use it and it's just not working, then I will be getting rid of it. But I'm gonna try and use that before I get rid of it. Next ones are these liquid ones. Okay, so the Tarte, this came in a BoxyCharm, the Tarte Pro Glow in Stunner. I just don't like it, not even on my body. It's so chunky and glittery, and it's just not my favorite, so I am gonna be getting rid of this. This Essence Make Me Glow liquid highlight is really nice. I'll be keeping this. Does it have a color? Morning Mist in a Bottle. Beautiful liquid highlight. I'll be keeping that. Last one is this one, this Aura Glow, and this is a one I will be keeping for Halloween purposes or for Lena, my daughter. This one is just, it has so much glitter in it. I feel like it would be a good body glow, but the applicator is so messy. Everyone keeps raving about these, but I mixed it with my foundation like it says, and I had glitter all over my face. Even my husband was like, why do you have glitter all over? Like, he realized that I had glitter all over my face. So I'll be keeping it maybe for a body highlight, but it's not my favorite highlight for the face at all. Guys, I had one more sitting there, and this is the Sattier Dewy Stick highlighter. This is an amazing highlighter. You just have to be very careful. It's like a clear stick, and it has no pigment to it. It just makes your cheeks look wet. You just have to be careful because sometimes it can pull up foundation, but I will be keeping it because it is gorgeous. Okay, so basically this is what I've kept, nothing crazy, and I'm giving away all of these, and then possibly I'm gonna quickly try out these two with a brush next time I do a makeup and just see, but I'm pretty sure. I actually know I'm gonna give that away. It's just hard because it was so expensive, but I'm gonna try this out just to see if it would work if I'm super tan and give it one more go, but if it doesn't work, then it will be in the giveaway pile.